Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. With evolutions going crazy right now in FC25 and arguably being the best part of this Dream Chasers promo, all it took was one leak to set off a rush of people to go out and prepare for a center defensive mid Evo. However, what was perceived or expected to be another insane evolution did not live up to the hype. But it's not the leakers' fault. We're going to talk a lot about that today because there were some crazy price movements and a really good lesson to learn from what happened yesterday on this game. Plus, we don't mention Team of the Weeks often, but the new Team of the Week that is coming into packs today is worth mentioning for a lot of very evolvable looking cards, and we have a few more leaks, including La Liga Player of the Month, and who that's going to be this Friday on this game. If you're excited for the video, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let's start by getting into yesterday's Tuesday content, which really didn't bring us anything super crazy, but there were a couple nice things apart from the Evo, which deserves a lot of discussion. Now, let's talk about this weekly refresh of the objective for rush points. Nothing crazy here, right? Just the normal same packs as last week. Refresh here for an 84-7 and an 83x5. Now, I will mention this. If you do like to play rush, or if you want to get this done for the packs, which shouldn't be that hard, there's double rush points, I believe, in this Chase Your Dream Flash Rush event. So definitely check that one out if you're trying to get this done quickly. What are you guys doing with Rush these days? Like, I don't play it as much, and whenever I do, it's probably because I'm doing Evos, and I'm definitely playing with a squad of people that I know, because, man, Rush just drop-ins all year. It's been kind of unbearable, but I feel like as the year has gone on, it's gotten more unbearable. So let me know what you guys do. Play Rush? Do you not? I'm just curious. That's kind of a question of the day, I guess I would say that I have. Now, let's go to SBCs, where we got the first special version of Rafa Marquez of the entire year. It took us until the end of March to get a special Rafa Marquez card. Not that I'm a fan or anything. I'm not. USA versus Mexico, you know where my allegiances lie, but this is still a decent card here because of the price. It's super cheap. I can't hate on this card. Nobody can hate on this card. For only 3 squads, 84, 85, 85, we might as well get this one done because we have the fodder from the 84.5s and the 83.14 that came out yesterday to get it done super easy. Either you're doing this because you want to put it in Hullet, you're doing it because you want to put a 91 in the club, or because you're a Mexican fan or a La Liga fan and you just want to get the card. I think it's a WSBC to do. His card looks decent. You would have maybe liked another playstyle or two, like Anticipate or Press Proven, or maybe another passing playstyle. Maybe you would have liked Holding Plus Plus, but honestly, for the price, like again we've said, for so many of the SBCs that have come out during this promo, I've already completed them all because most of them are like 92 rated fodder cards, right? And I put them into Hullet. Good fodder, cheap price, no complaints from me. Now, to the upgrade packs we go, where since it was a Tuesday, we were expecting a new upgrade pack, and we got just that. The 83x14, which is an 84 rated squad, and a Team of the Week required to do this. I actually hadn't been able to open mine as of recording this video. They're all stuck behind all my Dream Chaser grind packs, so we'll get into those today. But 14 players versus 5 from an 84x5. Hopefully that means more walkouts and more fodder to be able to craft during this week. We like that SBC for sure, 3 times per day. Make sure you get them all done. This is the other one we had yesterday, the 82 2 of 5 player pick. Now, this is an 83 rated squad, no inform required. Those are honestly terrible. I had one good one yesterday, and it actually happened to be a glitched one. I don't know if you guys saw the second channel vid. I'll link it right above if you want to check that one out. I opened one of those yesterday, and it ended up being glitched, and I got the same pick twice, and I actually got 6 player picks instead of 5. It was kind of a really crazy scenario. I had never seen the game glitch out like that before and actually like let me keep the glitched cards. It was wild. So if you want to check that out, that was super interesting. I'll link that right above again. But since it's Tuesday, this is the day when informs usually start to rise, and they did, but not a whole lot. If you bought at 12K, you're loving life because these cards are about 14,000 coins now selling on the market. If you did invest, I would keep lazy listing those for probably somewhere around 14, 15, 16,000 coins, depending on how, I guess, hurried you are to get rid of those cards. But hopefully Team of the Weeks can rise through the rest of the week. I don't know if they're going to go above 15K with only one upgrade pack requiring informs, but maybe some more SBCs like Rafa Marquez did will require 2 or more informs as we head throughout this week. Maybe towards Friday, those can go back up to 16 to 17 like they did last week. So keep lazy listing those informs. The trick with informs is make sure to keep them up on the market as often as you can. Use the companion app, web app, check the market, list those. If you have those, that's the key. Always keep them on the market. Now, here's an SBC that we don't often cover when it comes to like the simple challenge pack SBCs, but you might have some free coins sitting in your club right now. Check for Parma players, guys, because they are selling because of this mega pack UEFA Dream Chasers Challenge 3 SBC. All Parma players are selling for 4 to 5,000 coins. I just checked my club minutes ago. These cards are selling from 4.5 to 4.7K, an easy almost 15,000 coins for me. No work done there at all. You might even have some tradable silvers from kind of the silver upgrade packs and stuff that's been out recently. All the tradable packs, maybe if you're doing a Hullet or any of the other player SBCs, definitely check your club for some Parma players. Maybe do the SBC with an untradeable one, but then sell the tradable ones that you do have. Free coins is basically the way to say that. Now, as we begin the conversation about the biggest part of yesterday's content, evolutions, I actually don't want to look at the new Evo first. I want to look at how things transpired chronologically with the leaks starting yesterday before content, because I think there's a valuable lesson here. Crazy leaks, big hype, but it led to disappointment, all because of the hype surrounding Evos in this game right now. Firstly, this leak right here was the first message that we saw about an evolution coming yesterday. Pedri, Casemiro, they fit. It's a center defensive mid Evo with a stats upgrade and a playstyle plus boost. Now, it looks like obviously max 89 rated based off of this leak. This is the thing that I saw yesterday that really shocked me. Look at the number of views on this tweet. Almost 1 million views on a tweet of an evolution leak. That is crazy. And it's not just this one tweet. All of the tweets about this Evo leak that kind of stemmed off of this, FutAccountant had a lot of tweets yesterday. All of these went crazy. This one, 158K, 543,000 views on this one where he's like, show me your first owner card. Guys, Evos are, they are known to us to be really hype right now because of the 500K Strike Force Evo, of course. Even the one that we had on Friday with their Kaiser, Evo content has been basically the best thing. It's the reason why the market has crashed so much, and we've been talking about Evos all weekend into the start of this week, is because the Dream Chaser Evos have been that crazy. But man, this amount of hype really created some really crazy movements on the market. So based off of these tweets about this Evo coming, even without knowing the official stats, the leaks, there were more leaks to come, right? People started investing just based off of this one simple tweet. Take a look at 89 rated center defensive mids, the hype cards, right? The players that people have in their club or maybe have been waiting to be available to be evolved. Check out this Vitinha from 88,000 coins up to 120K. Don't worry about this yet. We'll talk about that in a second. But cards across the whole entire market exploded. It wasn't just cheap cards. Patrick Vieira went from 1 million coins to 1.5 million coins before the evolution had even come out. People were so amped up and so excited for another really good Evo because all the Evos recently have been super crazy that they wanted to go out and buy all these cards, and they started investing based off of the hype. Look at this Joao Gomez from 40,000 coins up to 51K. He's now lower than he was pre-leak because he's 36,000 coins. Now, that's the next thing that we have to talk about. All these cards tanked, and it was because the Evo wasn't that good. And this was the craziest part about it. All of these cards were still inflated like this Vitinha heading into the content drop. An hour before content, he was still 120,000 coins. We loaded up the stream yesterday. We were right on before content, about an hour and a half, looking at all these leaks and started talking like, guys, these leaks don't look that good. We saw tweets of FutAccountant responding to somebody in the comments saying, no, this Vitinha did not fit the Evo, yet his price was still up 40,000 coins. What in the pump and dump was going on yesterday with this Evo hype and all of this? We were screaming on the stream yesterday, selling the hype, sell your cards, get them out, because there was no way this was going to end good. And of course, it didn't. It wasn't only this tweet. It was so many of the tweets below this one right here. He's like, show me your first owner card. You scroll down here. No, doesn't fit. No, doesn't fit. No, doesn't fit. Yo, that one does. Couple of those do, but like most of the cards under here, no, doesn't fit, no, doesn't fit, no. Like he was saying no to almost every player. There were other leak tweets out. Spoiler alert, the CDM evolution is not that great, and 50% of the popular players don't even fit, and those were the cards that were going up, the popular players. So the hype was way higher than what it was really meant to be with this evolution because of how good Evos have been recently. And when the actual Evo itself dropped, what did you have? You had a crazy drop in price of all those cards that were invested in because the Guardian of the Pitch evolution is okay and it's free, and that's the best part about it. But it doesn't give as crazy of a stat boost as it was kind of built up to be. Now, I don't know if there were some TikToks posted, if there were some tweets posted about buy center defensive mids because they're going to go crazy. There were even 90 rated center defensive mids after this tweet that obviously would show max 89 most likely. There was just so much hype and so much, I don't even know what it was, herd mentality, I guess you could say, just because of the hype of Evos recently. Everybody thought all these CDMs are going to look insane, just like the Strike Force Evo. And then, of course, all of a sudden, we got the actual Evo. We had even some leaks beforehand that said it wasn't going to be good, and all the players crashed. But it was honestly just a crazy phenomenon that we experienced yesterday. Now, more about this evolution here. My 89 Road to the Knockouts Sharam can get boosted from this, which I do love. I like that it only gives up to 90 rating overall, and it gives a lot of playstyles. So this isn't a terrible evolution. It's just not all that it was cracked up to be via the leaks. You get block, you get relentless, you get intercept, long ball, pinged pass, anticipate, and press proven plus. Now, personally for me, press proven plus is kind of like whatever. If you already have somebody in your club who's 2 playstyle pluses, like this Ben Acer, that's a pretty worthwhile +1 upgrade to him. You get almost every single defensive playstyle, or passing playstyle, sorry, on him, and you still have some good defensive playstyles there with technical press proven plus. Or he doesn't get press proven plus, of course, because he has 2 playstyle plus already. Like, that's a good card. This is a good card for Evo chains 100%, but it was not at all what it was cracked up to be based off of those leaks. I think it's a good reminder just to be careful about how these leaks are presented and what can actually happen when things like this actually don't go as planned. Selling in the hype is one of the #1 rules we always talk about on this game when it comes to investing for evolutions, and when it comes to even selling in the hype of like an SBC that's upcoming for fodder sometimes, or maybe a link investment, like when Ronaldo got his SBC, some of the cards we wanted to sell in the hype were like the Saudi League cards, you know, stuff like that. Now, there sure were other cards yesterday that ended up going up after content, like this McTominay. He goes into the Evo, his inform, right? So he's gone from 30K and now he's basically extinct, max price at 50,000 coins. And also what you had yesterday was cards like Marquezio. People were so engrossed in this evolution being sick and insane that base Marquezio was up like crazy, and people were selling this version of Marquezio. He went from 400K down to 320 to 330 because of the Evo leaks, and then rebounded back up, of course, because the Evo wasn't that great. It was honestly just like, what is happening from yesterday's content and all the hype? You just kind of have to be careful sometimes and realize when there's too much hype around something that a lot of times the next thing that comes out isn't necessarily going to be as good as what it was right before that, if that kind of makes sense. So that was honestly one of the craziest things that I've experienced on the market in a while in this game. If you lost coins on that yesterday and you saw some Evo leaks, the best thing I can tell you to do is try to tune into the streams every single day, because usually with the number of leakers that there are out there, especially for evolutions, we can decipher when an Evo is a really good one and when it's not. Again, it was just crazy. The amount of people that were buying cards up yesterday for Evos that didn't end up fitting. And honestly, the market, a lot of people lost coins yesterday because of this as well. So that's kind of what went on yesterday with evolutions. I wanted to talk about that. Now, there's going to be, since this happened yesterday, this gets people excited for evolutions. Evolutions are still pretty hyped in this game, right? I would watch some cards, like maybe left backs. There were some left backs that were randomly spiking yesterday. There's probably going to be more leaks for Evos, and I don't do a lot of investing in Evo cards. I did after seeing Teo Hernandez go up a little bit yesterday. I was like, you know what, let's go get a couple of Teo Hernandez. He's one of the most evolvable cards in the game. People love evolving this guy, and at 87 rated, he's going to fit almost any left back Evo that comes out right about now, and so many people are still trying to evolve him and do chains and stuff like that. So just watch out for more 87, 88, and 89 rated cards to be moving for evolutions. And you guys know what we've been saying recently too. Start to be on the lookout for more even 90 rated players, 89 and 90 rated players from some of the more recent promos that could fit into evolution soon. Evo investing sometimes is a little bit of luck, but sometimes you kind of know who's going to go up for an Evo because it's a big name player. This Fermin card, yeah, I get it. He's a live card. He's 27,000 coins right now. At some point, he's going to probably go to like 40K for an evolution, and he's going to look stupid, right? Because he's so close to being 90 and above in all of these stats. He fits left wing, cam, and center mid. That time has not come yet, but at some point, he's going to go crazy for an evolution. It's those sorts of cards that maybe you don't necessarily want to invest in right now, but maybe create a little short list, write on a sticky note, like, or just keep a card in your mind, like, yo, when we get 90 rated Evos, or even with an 89 rated evolution, once a certain card will fit, this card could go crazy. And again, like I said, it's not about investing in the card right in the here, right in the now. It's just about keeping an eye on that card's price and realizing that when he fits or she fits an Evo, the price is going to go pretty crazy. Focus on the big name players, big clubs, and cards that are hype, like Olise. This is just another example in like investing in Evo cards. This dude was so hyped earlier in the year. What's the equivalent of this Thunderstruck Olise from Foot Birthday or from the Fantasy FC team? That's kind of what you need to be asking yourself when you're looking to invest. even in a team of the week card too. Don't write off team of the weeks. Of course, we have a new team of the week coming today. We're going to look at in a second. But the team of the week that's going out of packs today, Bruno Fernandes. Abso-freaking-lutely, you want to stock one of these in your club. I mean, sure, yesterday he went from 21,000 coins to 28K. But like, that's a card, even for 25,000 coins, if you can pick him up over the weekend, put that in your club. Messi, now you rated Messi. Pick one of those up if you have a bigger budget, maybe in a couple of weeks. That's the type of card. Even Frimpong, put one of those in your club too. Fabian Ruiz, PSG links, 2 playstyle pluses. Some of these guys on the bench, maybe a Chris Smalling, put one of those in your club as well. Like, that sort of stuff is just very easy coins, long-term play. You're waiting for an Evo to come out for it, but guessing is not really the way to do it for these Evo investments. It's more of just buying the players that you know are going to go up eventually and holding out and waiting until they do. Now let's talk about the market a little bit more, because with a leak that we had yesterday, we need to discuss SBC Fodder, right? 93 rateds were like 110 to 115. Not really 115, mostly 110. They've kind of, I don't know, it seems like high rated fodder, 91s, 2s, and 3s are kind of teetering on the edge. Yesterday, 92s were down at like 75K, like almost a lot of them were. They kind of had a dip after the content drop, but now they've kind of come back up. I'm not too sure what to think about these high rated cards right now. There's still leaks out there, alleged leaks, and there's probably going to be a leak soon of high rated fodder being needed again for another big Dream Chasers SBC, whether it's on Friday, whether it's on Saturday or Sunday for this weekend. But man, I cannot advise to buy 90 and above fodder right now with how expensive that it is. And I don't think this is going to last long. I think fodder is going to be expensive this week, drop next week. And once we get into the promo after this Immortals, I think fodder is going to get cooked. So if you have any of this fodder, which I'm sure not many of you guys do, I wouldn't try to hold on to it, especially because Mbappe was one of the reasons people were holding on to high-rated fodder, and now he's not getting the Play of the Month SBC, so there's no reason to hold on to your fodder for that. As we kind of expected after looking at the stats of last month for the La Liga Player of the Month vote, it looked like Isco was going to win. I think it's mostly deserved that Isco is winning, but of course Mbappe was the big name in the vote, so there was hype for it. Now, Isco's Play of the Month is probably not going to be that insane. It'll be out on Friday, but really the big news is no Mbappe POTM for those who were investing for that. Just a little bit more about the market here, of course. Dream Chasers cards, some of them went up yesterday. Take a look at Archie Gray, who I was actually lucky enough to be able to pack in my weekend league rewards yesterday. One of the cards that I wanted most. He went from like 180 up to right above 200,000 coins, where he is right now. Marcus Llorente is another one who went from 700,000 coins to, looks like he's almost 1 million, or in the 900K range right now. Did he go above 1 million? Oh my goodness, yeah. So he really had he is spiking like crazy. He is okay, that's called a rarity spike. This is not a good price for him. That is a rarity spike 100%. These cards are very rare. Yeah, just went up 270,000 coins. That is a rarity spike for sure. But some of these cards are up. Here's what I'd say. Sell them. Even if it's a Wanyeri who's like 300,000 coins, we have Division Rivals rewards coming tomorrow, of course, and that's going to bring some supply to these cards. It's even going to bring supply to Makalele, who's up, Desai, who's up, Raul, who's up almost 100,000 coins, even for like Lizarazu and Lucio. I would probably try to sell on these cards because they're probably just going to drop tomorrow with rewards. Let's talk about more of today's content, though. First thing I want to discuss is we mentioned a big SBC upcoming that maybe could move fodder, right? I think today the leakers aren't going to be able to hold it in anymore, and we're going to figure out who this Brazilian icon is as an SBC. The safe way to go about this right now would be if you have a Brazilian icon, specifically Kaká, maybe Roberto Carlos, maybe Cafu. If you have any of those players, basically a Brazilian icon that has not gotten a promo card recently within the past couple of weeks, I would probably sell them because whoever it is, their card's going to drop. You know, Cafu would be the one that could be the most dangerous. Sure, he had a Team of the Year icon, so that's kind of recent-ish, like 2.5, 3 months ago. But like if Cafu, even if it's just Team of the Year Cafu that gets released as an icon SBC, that's going to be a huge, huge price drop for this card. He's going to get cooked. Other right backs are going to get cooked because Cafu is one of those marquee right backs that you look forward to every single year. But it sounds like it's going to be a Dream Chasers icon. So it's probably not going to be Cafu unless they're giving him a new version. Could be Roberto Carlos. I know the Dino SBC was out. I doubt it's going to be another Dino. We already had a Socrates SBC. I mean, there's a lot of Brazilian icons. There's a lot of potential with this. We have a Rivaldo in packs right now, so probably not him. My guess is Kaká. That's just a guess. No leaks for sure, but just going based off of who we haven't had as an SBC in a while or a promo card for, I'm going to guess him. So whether that excites you or not, just be careful because that could move some fodder a bit, and we'll wait and see who it actually is with these leakers posting more stuff today, most likely. Now, let's talk about other Dream Chasers content to round off the video today. Firstly, we've got the Angel Correa, who has not been released yet. Power Shot First Touch. Pretty good looking card. If this one, as a 92 rated Correa, comes in under like 100, 150K, especially if he has 5-star skills and a 4 or 5-star weak foot, that card looks like crazy, honestly. That is a really crazy card. 93 pace, 92 shooting, 93 dribble. He's always super crazy in game. He could end up being a cheap B striker. That could hurt a lot of low-budget strikers. So maybe he's today. Maybe it's Angelino or Hogue, because we haven't had either of those two yet. I would assume we get one today, and then maybe two tomorrow on Thursday. We'll just have to see. So watch out for one of those players. And then lastly, Team of the Week. I mentioned in the intro of the video, Team of the Weeks don't often get hyped a lot, but 92 rated Vinicius Jr. with low driven plus is getting into Team of the Week this week. Kvaratskhelia with 2 playstyle pluses. Aubameyang, who potentially would fit the 500K Evo. Not that you would want to do that, but maybe if you're a Saudi League fan or Aubameyang lover, you could. Oyarzabal, Mike 9, Lukaku with another inform. Reece James. This is an international break Team of the Week, so hopefully I do have some good dynamic images from those international games. That's going to be a good one for Evolutions, the Reece James card. Trincao will be decent for Evos too. Arda Güler. This Leon Goretzka, that's one to watch out for Evos, man. He's club 80, just needs a pace boost, but look at Tiki Taka and Intercept Plus. That's crazy for him. And then I'm actually super excited down here. Ben Davies getting a promo card. Finally, I can start an Evo version of Ben Davies. That's a pretty freaking good Team of the Week. For mid-tier evolvable players and also for a top tier with Vinny being in there, 97 pace with the quick step, the low driven plus, 93 dribble as well. That is a pretty solid Team of the Week. So we'll be watching out for that to be dropped in the game today as well, along with all the weekly or the daily refreshing SBCs like the 83-14, the Dream Chasers grind packs, the 82 2 of 5 player pick, all that stuff that was dropped today. We should also have a new campaign mix pick. We'll see if they add new cards to this. They're really slacking right now on like all the player picks. These aren't even worth doing at the moment because I think it's worth putting all of your higher rated fodder, or sorry, your lower rated fodder. Like instead of doing the 84 and the 85 rated squad for this, put your 84s and 85s into a player like Ethan Mbappe, or put it into the Rafa Marquez from yesterday. Or I still would like to do Trinity Rodman before she expires. Maybe I got to do Suarez, of course, before he's expiring as well. I know a lot of people are putting him into the 500K Evo, but like that's where I'd put my fodder at the moment, is in these types of SBCs that give you guaranteed rating cards, whether you're stocking up fodder for a future SBC or whether you're just trying to put your 84s and 5s in a good spot. Campaign picks are fun, but how often do you even get a 90 plus rated card in a campaign pick? Most of the time it's just 87s, 88s, maybe an 89. So probably not worth doing that today unless they change this one up. Then maybe it could be. We'll just have to see. I'm not expecting anything else super crazy, but it's a Wednesday, so it's a day to get those Rivals games in. We'll be playing some more Rivals today on stream. Almost to Division 3 after not playing Rivals last week after the reset. Using the Roma trio, this Gervinho is, in my opinion, the best of the front three. I know the stats don't look good because they just started playing in these games and they were just in Evos before, but this dude is rapid and he can shoot and he can dribble. The rest of Doumbia, he's all right. Barbell, for me, is the worst one, but this Gervinho is diffy. I can't wait until he fits another evolution, can get some more shooting, maybe some passing, and maybe a third play style plus. That card is very, very good, and he was a blast to use. I'm excited to use them a bit more today, work on some evolutions, and hang out with you guys on a good old Wednesday in FC 25. So that'll be the stream later today. That link's down below in the description, or you can just come back to the channel as we'll be live on YouTube as well. We'll have a bunch of grind packs to craft through, the daily refresh. We'll have a bunch of player picks right now with the grind packs being out. We'll have a gob of player picks to open up. I still have a couple of guaranteed foot birthday packs you see back here. Actually, can I rip this for the video? Oh, guaranteed foot birthday pack for the video. Here we go. At the very end, it is a walkout, of course. Center defensive mid, Hasegawa. You know what? That's like the 8th time that I've packed her, but I don't care because that is going straight into Darude Sandstorm Hullet, and we needed that. I got all the 90 and 89 rated squads left for Hullet, and then he is done. So that's actually silver lining there. We'll take it. But that's the video for me today, guys. Have a great Wednesday. If you enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up, comment down below if you had any questions, and subscribe if you are new. It's TheFutAccountant. See you later today. Peace.